Okay, hello everybody. I'm Conquering History Games, and it's good to be back for the first stream of the year. Happy to see there's people here waiting. And yeah, hello Purple Phoenix, DM Tribal Typhoon. I'm guessing the DM stands for Dungeon Master. See, we got some Equestrian War devs here. Hello Mara. Tam, straight out of Poland. King Kirby, yeah, nice. Hello everybody. And there was much rejoicing indeed. Yeah, so it's I'm glad to be back. I'm probably not gonna stream for a real long time today. I want to stream more this weekend, certainly on Sunday. But to make a long story short, as many of you know, I've been in graduate school working on my master's. It kept me quite occupied in the fall. It was a combination of me taking on too much and then not managing my time well, so where things snowballed on me. I was gonna get back to it over the winter break, but I decided that wow, we got people from Ukraine and the PR here, nice, in the chat. Yeah, I was gonna get back to it over the winter break, and I just decided, you know what, I just need to take some personal time. So I was just spending time doing things I wanted to do over the winter. Just spending time with my friends, playing games I didn't really intend on streaming, reading stuff, just like I just really had to like kind of reset, and I think it worked out, because since this new semester has started, I have been actually feeling really great. Oh, new subscriber, nice. I kind of now know what my schedule's looking like for this new semester. It's going to be busy again, but in different ways. And I think I've figured out how to manage my time much better. And it's, I think I'll be able to continue to work in the channel some more. Can't promise any regular content, just yet. Maybe in March we can try to, get like a weekly schedule going. That might be doable. Yeah, it's good to be back. I'm feeling good. And yeah, I think oh goodness, thank you very much, Lord. I see the 8 is there. It's supposed to be what, Lord Daunter the Elusive Harlequin. Again, yes, hello, and hello William Blowers. On my way to become a Sigma Giga Chad. I'm still not sure entirely what a Sigma is, but some would say, now that's fucking Sigma. You know, just you don't ask him. It's like, yeah, too Sigma to keep up with internet memes. Too busy risen on the ladies, you know, risen with an R. Although also, anyway, never mind. But I think I've already talked quite enough. I think it's I think we need to just get back to it. One more thing, I guess, talking about like short-term plans. As I said back in October, you should try to basically consider everything I've been working on in the channel to be at an end, because like I've either lost the save files, because there's also been crap going on with the PC. Like I had to completely wipe a lot of stuff. But the good news for the people who like when I play non-history games is my Switch is of course not connected to my PC, so I should be able to pick back up Majora's Mask and Fire Emblem Three Houses and finish those up. I think I was about halfway through both of those games. And Majora's Mask might actually continue to be on Mondays, because Mondays are going to be it's looking like my lightest day during the week, but my during the week is sure going to be busy, except actually maybe not my Fridays so much. My Fridays have been surprisingly full this month, but last month. Anyway, let's get to the game. You're saying Three Houses is not history? Yeah. Sigma ignores trends. You are the trend. Chase the bag, kid, not the dame. Don't wake up and smell the coffee. Let the coffee wake up and smell you. That's funny because I don't even have coffee at home. I don't. Yeah, look, as you can see, I have no options to continue or load anything. Everything got wiped. So this is gonna be my first Hearts of Iron 4 game in yeah, like 6 months. And it's such a damn you know, it's like I was like, you know, you guys know me, I was the guy who was playing. I was the one who, I'm not trying to brag about it, but it's like I was the one who played Equestria War on YouTube. I brought us here. I brought this to the site, I feel, as a streamer. And then of course I was so excited for Zebrica. And it came out and I just wasn't really there to play it. So what we're gonna do here is I haven't really looked too much into Zebrica. I've kind of kept myself deliberately blind. You know, it's this big new continent, the third continent of Equestria. But you know, strangely enough, some of you maybe know more about it than I do. But I was just kind of clicking around, and I think I ended up deciding I wanted to check out the Coltagian Republic, or Colthagian. Obviously, it's supposed to be like the Carthaginian, right? That's the joke. And I don't know the lore of it, though. I think I just like kind of skimmed some stuff, and I went, oh, okay, this looks like it has multiple routes, so it could be one that maybe I have an awkward first game. I could always just come back to it if I want to try it a different way. Oh yeah, Zebrica is huge. Just look at the size of it. And, you know, so many nations. Like, I was about to say, like, you know, Equestria itself, the continent is trapped by canon. But of course, you know, it's like it's very different. But like, you know, then Griffonia, they really got to play around. I'm trying to remember which of these nations is it that like has like a connection with like the Casa Free State or something. It might be Coltagians. Yeah, the Jarldom of Chital. Oh, you know, I think they're the ones who are connected here to Ostersland or something. Yeah, full sacrifices. Everyone gives equally to the gods. Shoulder to shoulder, we're looking at over each other's shoulders. Oh goodness, over 40 viewers. Macawia, oh, that was the one I was thinking. Hey, Kipsu! CHG, I'm back and down bad and as horny as ever. Yeah. Full sacrifices. I think that's a reference to the child sacrifices that took place in Carthage. Hold on. Let me check something here. Where's the... I'm going to open up my task manager. So OBS has updated since I... Hey, Porky! Good to see you. OBS has updated since I last streamed, but so yeah, there's a thing now that displays how much CPU usage it's using, and anybody who's been a long time viewer of my streams know that sometimes, hey Fran, good to see you, that you'll see, you know, so I've even shown on the task manager sometimes how like OBS will completely throttle my PC for some reason. But if they're like now displaying on OBS the CPU usage, I'm hoping that means that they've become aware of the problem and have tried to fix that. Yeah, hey you Todd, good to see you. Okay, so looks like we have quite a lot of lore to read. So let me get to it. So Legend says, or wait, what is this? Super event configuration file. To launch this, you configure you want to see in the game. I guess let's look at the Zebrica ones. What contains the event you need? I don't know, Coltage? Yeah, it looks like everything's on. Okay. So this is us. Looks like here. Wait, let me close this because I can reopen it. Where's our capital? That's the first thing. Yep, Coltage. You know, Coltage, Carthage. You know how it is. Hi, Fifth Crusade. Can I read in the Realm Total War Carthage intro voice? I'm sorry, I'm not that good an impersonator. But yeah, let's take a look at the welcome screen here and find out what's going on, because I don't know. I don't really. I deliberately kept myself blind. Legend says that the city of Coltage, Coltage in Zonikin. Oh, that's obviously the Phoenicians. Zonikin or something, that's for sure the Phoenicians that's referencing. Was founded in 1742 BLB by Queen Zido, who... It's Dido. Alright, I'll stop saying, reference! Let me just read through I'm going to read through the whole thing. I won't make any references till I'm done. Queen Zido, who banished by her father, led a group of refugees from the city of Zur to establish a new home for themselves. In reality, it had likely been established by Zonikin colonists from the west who founded many other cities during that time, such as Hippone and Zibinop. Over the following centuries, the mercantile Zonikin, I don't know if it's Zonikin or... Yeah, like Sonic, but with a Z. Zonikin. I'm going with Zonikin. Oh, Guzman, I get to see you. You know, if somebody's gonna put the thing, I'll try to do an impression real quick. Time out. We're gonna do. I'm gonna try to do the Rome Total War Carthage thing. Last night, the crying of the children kept me awake, and I had a terrible vision. It's been a while, so I might get it wrong. I saw the fall of our city, bleached bones under a harsh sun. Carthage, gone. Why would Baal send such a vision? He is not cruel. He has watched over us. We have had victories aplenty in war. Our merchants sail to all corners of the world. Yet even now, I fear. I cannot help it. We are the envy of lesser people. They tell terrible lies about us. Wait, hold on a second. I'm looking it up now, the rest of it. Lies about us. They do not understand, so they lie. But the Romans, they are the masters of falsehood. War will come. I am sure of it. So, I will have no more false visions, and I think the children will be quiet tonight. I think that's how it went. Last of Among Us reference? Oh gosh. I have not heard of that. I will have to let a friend know and upset him. Okay. Reading the doggone thing. So, mercantile spread, grew and prospered. Soon, Coltage became the hegemon of northern Zebrica and one of the great empires of the ancient world. But Coltage was not without a rival. In the north, across the Middle Sea, Carthinia. Wait, I'm trying to remember where's Carthinia. Wait, isn't Wingbardy can become Carthinia? Oh, goodness. This is yeah. It's Wingbardy. They got renamed. Okay, so Carthinia opposed which makes sense because Wingbardy, it's Italy, so it's like this is Rome, this is Carthage. Opposed Coltagian expansion not longer after Carthage had founded the colony of New Carthage on Scarlet Island. Open war... Okay, so that's Sicily. Open war existed between the two powers in 552 BLB. Despite an initial naval advantage, Coltage eventually lost and was forced to cede its overseas colonies. This was merely the beginning of the end. In 490 BLV, Carthaginians sacked and destroyed Coltage, and the remnants of the fallen empire were annexed by Zur. This is like as the other freaking. Anyway, after Coltage regained its independence in 15 BLB, its zebras attempted to reestablish their dominance once more, but they never reached the heights of their ancestors. While Coltage was weakened by corruption and infighting, the hordes of Quagatai descended upon Zonica in 521 ALB. One by one, cities fell, and Coltage lost its freedom once more. This period was a dark age in the history of Zonican civilization, as the Khans of Quagatai demanded tribute and enslaved thousands. Yet hardships made Zonokins tenacious. In 8 to 25 ALB, 300 years after the fall of Hipponi, Zenulzi Zidalid, the priest of the town of Zoia, started a revolt against the local Quatagai warlords. He declared that all Zonokan zebras should be free and united under a single banner. His uprising inspired resistance all along the north coast. Within a decade, all of Zonoka had been liberated, and Quagatai collapsed into a civil war. So that's to our south here. Yet the dreams of a united Zonokan nation were shattered as Warzenia and Zumidia refused to join. Okay, so here's Warzenia. I'm not sure where Zumidia is. Thus, the Coltagian Republic was established soon after. Conflicts arose between Federalists and Centralists. Oh, it's pronounced Chagatai? Oh, my bad. Chagatai. Or, oh, wait. Yeah, the Chagatai Khanate. That was one of the branches of the Mongols, basically. Zumidia is occupied by Hippogriffia, so that there. Where was I? Centralists. A brief civil war, the latter stood triumphant. So Centralists won. In 975 ALB, Zamilcar Zarka. You know, I've known writers that use subtext, and they're all cowards. No, this is great. I really like it. He turned the nation from a republic into an oligarchical dictatorship and hired an influential group of academics known as the Scientific Clique to help run the nation. Their economic policies imported the Industrial Revolution to Coltage, but at the cost of selling off property to foreign investors. Zamilcar also established a treaty of friendship and mutual support with the heirs of their ancient rival Wingbardi. But soon after the new millennium began, the industrializing Coltagian nation faced yet another foreign threat. Coltage was among the last nations invaded by the infamous Storm King. They fared no better than the others. The army was destroyed, Zamilcar perished, and his sons fled into the mountains to wage a guerrilla war against the invaders. Much of the wealth of Coltage was seized, and progress on modernization was halted. But within months, the Storm King had been killed in the Battle of Ain Trotgorate against Hippogriffia. The Coltagian Senate gathered once more and elected a new suffrate, Zalethel Zarka, son of Zamilcar. Coltage is free once more, but plagued by international unrest. Following the Storm King's invasion, internal factions vie for the suffrate's support, and the re-established military consists largely of unreliable mercenaries. There is unrest in the west and east as constitutionalists and Coltvans oppose the suffrate's dictatorial rule. Quagatai is resurgent in the south, having seized Coltadar during the chaotic aftermath of the Storm King's death. Can Zalethel Zarka solve these problems, or will Coltage fall again? So that's who we are here. Heir of Zamilcar. Oh, he's got a lot of lore, it looks like. Let's kind of look at the region here. So we're south of the equator. We got tropical to subtropical, hilly. There's islands. Close ties to Equus and Graphonia, more advanced. Coltage, a venerable maritime republic. Victims of destruction. Chipperotera is most likely to take advantage of weakness and disarray. So who are they? Chipperotera. Okay, over here. This nation. However, what they do depends entirely what happens in Equestria. If their plans fail, then they are going to take an aggressive stance, and they may pose a threat to smaller nations. Coltage, that's us, despite suffering from internal instability, may choose to ally with them against Hippogriffia. As a bulwark of harmony, Hippogriffia will have to face them, but they might have to deal with internal threats first. Macawia will not intervene in this conflict and in general has little interest in mainland affairs. Okay, so something's going to go down right here. Let's see. Important spoiler-free FYI. There's lots of well-made paths in Coltage. If a civil war occurs, you could theoretically switch sides and have a completely different yet cool story. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Storm came from an MLP movie. I remember. Yeah. He was a despot Yeti. Okay. So yeah, I know that there are a lot of paths because I remember when I just like clicked and looked at the thing. I went, oh yeah, I see here. There's like this, and then I know there's also the ability for extra stuff to pop up. You never know, but I thought, okay, this looks like there's enough differences going on here that could be interesting. And I'm probably gonna save a lot because I gotta fill up this these save slots. I don't have any anymore. Let's see. Brazil did a reenactment of June 6th a month ago. Yeah, you mean July 6th? Or, excuse me, January 6th? Or liberal 9/11, as I like to call it. What we're going to look at... Oh, yeah, I wanted to read about this guy, and then I guess we'll kind of get started. There's probably about 40 hours for all the paths here. We're not going to do all the paths. But anyway, so heir of Zamilcar, so that's helping with stability, war support, and stuff with our core territory. That's good. As the son of Zamilcar Zarka, former head of the powerful Zarka family and largest serving Sufrit of Coltage, Zalethal grew up in high society. During a period of peace and prosperity since his birth, he was seen as the successor of his father and thus received far more attention than his siblings. He was educated in history, military science, and politics, becoming fascinated with ancient Coltage in the process. His love for his homeland grew as rapidly as the size of his ego did. By the time he became an adult, he saw himself as the embodiment of Zonican civilization and was ready to succeed his aging father, who was preparing to retire. However, everything changed when the Storm King attacked. Despite joining his father in the defense of the city, the Storm King's forces overwhelmed the defenders. Zamilcar perished in the chaos, and Zalethal was forced to abandon the city of Coltage with his sister and two brothers. The Zebras fled high into the eluded range to lead a guerrilla force to harass the Storm King's army as it continued to rampage in North Zebrica. When news of the Storm King's death reached Zalethal, he led his forces to the capital and executed those who had surrendered to the enemy. With the city secure, he was seen as a liberator by many, but did not hesitate to crack down on any opposition to the Zarkid rule. He turned to the warlords that had risen up throughout Coltage, and those who would not step into line were quickly taken out. Is it Z or Z? I'm not sure. Elections were soon held, which were claimed to be rigged, and the Senate approved Zalethal as the successor of his father. Now the new Sufrit, he has enough strength and support to keep power, but his position is a precarious one. Scientifids and militarists have taken advantage of the chaos, rebuilding their power. In the West, the anti-Zarcid constitutionalist movement is plotting against his rightful rule, while in the East, the Coltvens are rising up against their landlords. Only time will tell if he is able to continue the legacy of his father, the position he was groomed for, or if the House of Cards collapses around him. Let's see, the Zalethal Zarka path. He's a oligarchical Plutarchist supremacist and the simplest path for Coltage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might try to just do status quo here. Okay, Legacy of the Storm. Basically, we're dealing with consequences from that. So, political power gains down, organizations down, recruitable populations down, it's costing its consumer goods, vision recovery rates down, stability's down. Army of mercenaries. All that remains the elite sacred band, which followed them to victory. So, yeah, basically a lot of military stuff is hurting right now. But we can send volunteers out. That's interesting. New OST all composed in-house. Yeah, I have been enjoying this, actually. Yeah. Here, let's turn that off. In fact, let's try to keep it only here. And that's good, because I'm glad you have the classic radio on there for people who did like Bilbum, but, you know, obviously for streamers like me, this is very, very nice. Resident tonality. Well, thank you to them. I can already tell, listening to some of this, I'm probably going to throw this on sometimes when I'm, maybe during certain situations when I'm, like, playing Dungeons, when I'm dungeon mastering Dungeons and Dragons. Anyway. So, we got factionalism. Oh, wait, no, political instability. Yeah, that's kind of just generally hurting us more. Are we even getting... yeah, it looks like as soon as we take a focus, we're going to be losing political power every day. Factionalism. That's actually helping political power gain. Interesting. Loyal factions provide bonuses. Disloyal factions give malices. The scale of these modifiers depends on the strength. So Zarcids are who we are. Constitutionalists are second place. The Harmonites are 13%. There's a very, very, very small communist party. So these guys are, yeah, or ladies, Queen Novos. These are Harmonists. So I guess this depends on. So I guess they're tied to Equestria. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. We got benevolent despotism. That's weird. Authoritarian democracy. Despotism down here. Zarentia. Tribal council. Okay. So we got the factions here. Unrest. If we do not deal with unrest in the region, this could spill over to a rebellion. So I gotta crack down on things, it looks like, or the east is gonna blow up. Well, maybe out here too. So there's bandits there's bandits everywhere. Yeah, so there's, yeah, we got dangerously high rebel movement. Faction support, the scientifics, military land orders, constitutionalists, and Harmonites. Okay. Propaganda effects. Quite a lot going on here. Oh, what the heck? Oh, is that like a... Oh, that's the nose. Okay, I thought that was like some sort of scar under the eye or something, or a cut. Mary-gypt. Okay, and then one more thing. Okay, we have developed science-based, nice. Industrializing society, nice. Limited illiteracy, low poverty. Pretty good. Definitely doing better than most Griffonian countries. Okay. 3 research slots. Not a bad start. Gotta get some standards. We need some freaking standards here, people! Wonder the Zebrica. So this is our unique Zebra technologies. We have a Charger division. Finest steel in the world to create a warrior without equal. I guess this is the sacred band, basically. Alchemy, heat attrition, metallurgy. Oh, gotta get electromagnetic engineering, of course. Okay. Let's start with just some infrastructure. Can't go wrong with infrastructure at the capital. The Sacred Band. I was right. It is these guys. So they're artillery, rifles, and who support equipment. So like if we compare these to a regular infantry division, the Sacred Band has, dang, almost 3 times the soft attack, almost 3 times the hard attack. Defense is a bit better. Breakthrough is much better. Reliability is much better. They get positive effects in more areas. That's good. Recovery rate's better, organization's better, hit points are better. Got a tiny bit more piercing. 75 modifier in combat. Oh goodness! We sure have enough generals. We've got new generals, our leaders are new. Zebra. Yeah, that's it. Okay, war hero. No, I don't want him. Or actually, that's not so bad. Infantry officer, but politically connected kind of sucks. So, even though Zarka here, who is presumably one of my brothers, he's kind of better. Yeah, part of the immensely powerful Zarka family. This is right there. Zago Zarka. War hero, cautious, politically connected. Motorized, brilliant strategist. I think this might be our future field marshal there. Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. I'm going to grab this one. Okay, and I'm the field marshal, so infantry officer, war hero, Zebra, of course, trickster, charismatic, all good stuff. Nothing to get hung about. It says I got reorganized supply network. No. Okay, let's look at our production here. Working on this Navy crap. Whatever. Ranchan, hello, good to see you. I was just thinking about you the other day since I hadn't seen you in a while. Glad to see you're still around. Can't really stay and watch. Just want to say hi and hope you're doing well. Thank you, Ranchan. I hope you are as well. It's not going to be a real long one today. It has been a long week. Actually, honestly, I'm getting a little tired, but I'm going to try to do another half hour. Here it is. I just need some hot sauce. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Got the tingles. Dark magic supporting my mortal shell right now. No, it's just, it was a long week, and I still ended up getting up early today. It's just like impossible for me to sleep in. I was already up at like 4:30 this morning. Anyway, national focus. Looks like we only got the one option. We are exemplars of power or glory. Invoke the name, and we'll get an event about the crossroads. I went down to the crossroads. Let's secure the center of the country here before we do anything else. Open configuration panel. No. And I think we can officially. Oh, I could still assign a new trait. Oh, we gotta go aggressive assaulter, right? Oh, except I don't have the puntos for it. So I think let me do a quick save. We'll just call this Colt Rep Day 1. And yeah, let's finally unpause. If this had been a pre-recorded thing, I said that would have just barely been me unpausing. Classic conquering history games, you know, like gotta take forever to actually start the damn game. Looks like I gotta adjust some wires here. Give me a moment. There we go. Okay. Wait. Okay. We're having issues filling our garrisons. Ooh, we got freaking, we got some issues out there. Let's switch that over to the local police force for right now. Of course, there's going to be other issues. Production. Ooh, factories are not looking good. And I do like to have just one factory making, like, trains at any given time. But, we sure don't have much going on here. Got 3. I think I will trade for the steel. Now, did it say that we could ally with Hippogriphia or no? We'll just trade with Skyfall. Tradition, mostly. Yeah. So, it's going to take us almost half a year to get the infantry equipment we need. To start. Back to the usual CHG feel. Yeah, you know, and the thing is, like, don't expect, I put it in the title, this is not going to be a long stream. I'm going to maybe only go just another half hour. But I'm hoping to stream a bit tomorrow, stream on Sunday, stream on Monday, and just start, you know, gotta build the habit back up again. Which will take time. Alright, let's go a little faster. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was just kind of waiting for events to pop up. Zos and Zag, thank you for coming on such short notice, but I could not leave these rumors unanswered. Zathela Zarka stared at his brothers Zastrabul and Zago, of course, his front hooves supporting his chin. He's like Gato. The sun had already set, but the Sufrit's office was well lit. Their father's portrait even receiving its own lamp, bringing even more attention to the centerpiece of the room. So, what do we have on Zano Mzlelkotid and the Constitutionalists? No problem at all, Zalethel. I summarize all the information we have at the moment. Zastrabul retrieved a clipboard from his saddlebag and gave it to the Sufrit, whose eyes scanned the report. It seems the conspiracy has festered in every institution. The military, the bureaucracy, even among criminals. Especially in the West Isle, Zago cut in. Despite the serious subject, his voice was warm, and he seemed hardly concerned. Smugglers run the border between Hippogriff Zumidia and the states of Tefmani and Zivmerius. Zalethal sighed. Here I thought we had dealt with Zeno in the election. The citizens of Coltage rejected his lies. Now he thinks they want him back? Zago grimaced, treading carefully with his impatient brother. Mazilquid claims that our family has destroyed the old republic. This makes his supporters a mix of nostalgic romantics and radical students. And he knows we can't touch him as long as he hides in a Naza across the border. Zastrabul, Zaleth tried to contain the anger welling up in his core. Prepare options for reinforcing the western garrisons. Zago, I want you to investigate who Zano's supporters are and what his plan is. The two Zarka brothers nodded. And one last thing. No word about this to Zaphod. Zastrabul and Zago looked a bit uneasy at the exclusion of their sister, but they left the Sufrit's office without protest. The exile can bark, but can he bite? Yeah, I noticed the sister got brought up. Like, ooh, is that going to be a thing? What's going on here right now? I think we'll play on 4-speed. I have a question for the devs, if any of them are in the chat right now. By any chance, is this OST available on YouTube? Like, have you guys uploaded it anywhere? That could probably, like, you know, either the artist or Equestria War should put it on their channel if they haven't already. Get people to check it out. Yes, it is. Nice. Could you link it in the... Oh, you probably can't. No, I think YouTube automatically shuts down anybody in chats trying to put links. But, find it on YouTube. Okay, let me do that now. Let's see here. Equestria at War original soundtrack. Is it like in a play? Oh, here we go. Resonant tonality. At least a lot of it, I guess, is on there. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we find YouTube. It's on Resident Tonality's channel. Nice, nice. Good to know. I'm liking this one. Coldstream Summit. That's Griffonia stuff, aka not my problem. Hey, Tenebrae Vacation! Good to see you. Yes, the rumors are indeed true. Yeah, it's good to be back. Hopefully we'll be back a few times this weekend as I get back into it. Got to get my sea legs back, my stream legs, I guess you could say. What do I think about the dragons and House of the Dragon so far? I think they've done a good job making them all look different. Of course, I'm a Rogue Prince guy. You guys know that. So love his dragon the most. Murder in Sycamore. I like how he's like a little. How they designed him as a little. I don't know what would be the word. Misshapen. Like there's something wrong with him. Like his neck developed too long. That's why I think he doesn't really roar. He does like the clicking and. But yeah. Anyway, so Murder in Sycamore. Sycamore, isn't that up here? What's going on? Professor Balazar Zatid of the University of Coltage was found dead yesterday morning at an archaeological dig site in the ancient Coltagian colony of New Coltage in modern-day Sycamore. The professor was well renowned among the Coltagian academic and archaeological communities and was a forerunner in the study of early Coltagian civilization. He had traveled to the island of Scarlet in Sycamore, so that's this here. In Sycamore to continue his work of excavating the remains of the town. Early reports say he was found having been beaten, strangled, shot, and stabbed with his own pickaxe. Local authorities have yet to bring forth any suspects, but the Sycamonese authorities assured us that they are treating the matter with utmost urgency. Coltage's ancient history in Griffonia has always been controversial to many Griffins, who reject the idea of any substantial Zebrican civilization on their continent or even deny any meaningful interactions between our two worlds in the past. This flies in the face of contemporary evidence that Professor Balazar Zatid and many others in Coltage and Griffonia have uncovered, along with historical accounts and events such as the famed Carthaginian general Gripio Zebrica, who conquered the island of Scarlet for the Carthian Republic over 1,500 years ago. The professor's death has sparked outcry and mourning across Coltage. Protests have already started in the universities, and there are many in the Senate who are calling for a firm response to such a crime. So I'm gonna demand an apology. Then again, Sycamore, there are griffins, but the government is claiming everything's fine. But he goes over there. The griffins don't like the idea that like the Coltagians were there first, and then he gets killed. I'm gonna say we need full compensation. The murder riots. Yeah, right. Shot and stabbed. You know, wow, must have tripped and fell or something. Protests in response are spilling outwards. People are taking to the streets. They're attacking government buildings and demanding political reform. What the fuck does that have to do with... Yeah, because he criticized the government prior to his departure. He was, in fact, assassinated. Oh, they think I killed him? Well, I just got here, so I don't think I did. Let's hurt my stability. CHG, who's the best pony? Rainbow Dash. Next question. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Bugnum. I don't know if you were expecting me to hem and haw, but it's Rainbow Dash. Although Fluttershy, as the years went by, Fluttershy really grew on me. A lot. She might be nostalgia glasses that are keeping Rainbow Dash in #1 for me. Let's see. Hello there, Accent. I actually have a Rainbow Dash little plushie. that was given to me by somebody. She also liked My Little Pony, and she said, well, it's because, yeah, you know, you represent loyalty. Alright, so... Where's the crackdown on the students thing? I don't. It said. Oh, here it is. Let's see if I crack down on them. Protests can be crushed, but I don't have political power anyway. So I'm saying Pinkie Pie. Pinkie Pie. I really didn't like Pinkie Pie initially, and then I think it was right around the 3rd season. Just something clicked. I think it's when they started leaning into her basically being the Deadpool of the world. She's just breaking the 4th wall all the time. She just really came into her own. Have there been any updates or news for the Coltage Krieg mod? I think there actually has, and I do want to try to record some report news. I'd have to check their Discord, but I think there's been 1 or 2 reports that have come out. They've refused our demands as a provocative gesture that inflames tensions across the country. So we're losing political power, and we're officially in the negatives now, and we now have a distrustful thing. CHG, did you hear about the comic Growing Up Gerudo, a Legend of Zelda fan comic set in an alternate universe where Ganon found baby Link, and he grew up in the desert instead of Coal Creek Forest, but cute and dark? No, I have not. That is news to me, but I gotta freaking... I think I gotta... That reminds me, aren't we getting the Breath of the Wild sequel this year? So I need to get Majora's Mask wrapped up before that, for sure. I think that's in May. Yo, I'm gonna check that right now. Breath of the Wild sequel. It's like Tears of the Kingdom. Although, is it Tears or Tears? I think it's Tears, because it's like, you know, the shrine tier thing. I haven't heard much. It's my understanding they're keeping it kind of close to the chest. What's going to be happening? I think there's like supposed to be some sort of element of time travel. I might have heard. Okay, May 12th, 2023. So thankfully after the semester is over. Yeah. Graveyard Tea song Wondrous Ocean. They're funny in Mega Man. Yeah, so Zarka's Crossroad. The traditional start of the Coltagian political year was a speech by one of the Sufrits before the Senate. Zarka was the only Sufrit for now, as he who stood proudly. He knew this place was more treacherous than the domain. Many of the senators are old. Few of them have been colleagues of even his grandfather. Esteemed members of the Senate, we stand at a crossroad. To our west is the road against which my father has often cautioned, a warning I will repeat today. Pushed on by foreign agitators and jealousy, there are those who call our noble republic a sham, and who would call the Zarka family despots. I will not stand for accusations of tyranny when we all remember life under Yeti occupation. The tyrant did not vanish. We drove him out, and it has cost us dearly. The Zarkids bled for the republic, and we shall not let that sacrifice be undone by so-called constitutionalist agitators and saboteurs. See, there were cheers. While we were weak. Then to the east we find the opportunists. While we were weak, they armed themselves. Separatists terrorize our economy and honest citizens, while some in this chamber call for dialogue and peace branches. Honorable Coltagians, there is but one answer to treason! I see a path before us, venerable senators, shown by my father's sacrifice. It leads to prosperity and glory. Walk with me, and I shall lead Coltage to a new golden age. It took minutes for the Senate to come to order, but he acquired the momentum needed. So, stands at the helm. Nice! So they just dumped a bunch of political power on us. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, first thing I want to do then, is there any advisor who can give me more... Damn. This one actually hurts me. Shoot. That would have been nice. No co-Sufrit. Like a coal council. Slave-based economy. Dang. We can do a theorist. Military command. Sometimes one of these will have a political thing. No. Shoot. Okay, so we gotta spend on these decisions. Let's do a save file here. Okay. Colt rep. PP given. So we have some political power. I could crack down on the students. Because, like, are the protests here hurting me anywhere in particular? But I don't. Best Hearts of Iron 4 mod, the window gore is acceptable. What? I don't know what that means. The window gore. You know, I've always said this. I've had a very consistent take on these things. After complete focus, crackdown on Western bandits. Oh wow, this stuff's not even available to me. Appease them. Research speed will go down. I feel like they're already fine. It actually all seems kind of fine. I guess we could boost the landowner loyalty for a little bit. No, that's gonna hurt political power gain even more. But yeah, like Kaiserreich and Equestrian War and the New Order are not really directly comparable because they're all trying to do different things. So I don't think I could ever choose a Best Hearts of Iron 4 mod. Oh shit, did I click by accident? Okay, I heard the... Hey, Igor. Hello, yes I am back. At least a little bit longer. At least 8 more minutes. I think I'm gonna crack down on the students. Got these little freaking like the French in '68. Okay, bread or sticks. We could reinforce the eastern garrisons. I feel like we need to stop at least one of these things from happening. Liberate Zumidia. Okay, so we can eventually create Pan-Zonican Nation. I like the sound of that. Oh, Josh Smith. Hello, Fifth Crusade. It is good to be back. So let's see. It looks like if I take any of these, it's like kind of needed so that I could deal with these political issues. The police officers will help them learn about academic discipline. Yes, yes, indeed. Feed the needy. Could stop them from happening. True, true. It could go either way. I think, see, new commander in the east. It looks like I have to take a co-suffrit to get some sort of freaking political power. Have you tried going around the top as the changeling? I find it quite cheesy. I think I did once try to do that on my own. I just can't win as the changelings. It's my curse. Reduce landowner loyalty. Reassure them. Negotiate. We can get several experience. The Coltvin unrest will end for good. Huh. Compliance and resist. Oh, it looks like so. What is something going to forcibly make them come out? Roblox RTS games? I'm not sure I know that. Let's see, bread and stick. Oh, here we go. Reintroduce political chiefs. That'll help with my political power gain. This, let's see. This potential strength. Send troops to hunt bandits so we can solidify our control. I think I gotta reintroduce these political chiefs ASAP. Getting a little bit of stability sure is not gonna hurt either. Okay. Yeah, let's do bread and stick. Oh, man. But yeah, for now, I'm definitely keeping the army around the capital. I'm sure I'll mess up and it's gonna break out anyway. I get the sense that this is something where it's probably a very... you have to tread the golden path to not get an uprising happening. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And I probably am not going to be able to tread that golden bath initially. Okay, impressive as always, Miss Zanid. His father had used the Zebra's elusive talents. Thank you for your patronage. As more do you know, student protests were coordinated centrally. The ringleaders planned to protest the moment they would have an excuse to do so. It's possible one of your enemies may have sought to weaken your rule. It's time for a triumphant return, perhaps. No doubt funded by those arrogant half-breeds in Eris! Let's see where that is. Eris. So, oh, this island, I guess. Mount Eris. What was that? Oh, an impassable area, so you can kind of... that's interesting. So, perhaps not. Further investigation would be needed. I'll have to make considerable expenses. There are 127 pairs of eyes to avoid, referencing the judicial institution of the Republic. This made Zalitha hesitate. If you have to borrow from the treasury, his other priorities would have to be postponed. I could say you'll have what you require, and this will take away 50 political power from me, but I'll get stability. Gotta go in. You'll have what you require. Man, I've played Kaiserreich. You think I'm scared of bad political power costs? But I get stability instead? Yeah. Since the occupation going on in Gotlistan. Okay. And of course we'll be trying to keep an eye on what else happens in the world. The plan of Zapsa, we're going through this. There's hidden weapons caches, leaders of the opposition. Zargon, the Dark One, demands I do not share my secrets. Did she really, was Zanid just being esoteric for the sake of it, or did she really worship the dreaded Lord of the Deep? Either way, her answer was enough to stop prying. When you rule out the constitutionalist conspiracy, so we now can root out the constitutionalist. Nice, we got 25 political power back, so we basically got a rebate. Decreased potential strength. Okay, yeah. Let's root them out, and then we could reintroduce these chiefs. I think that's going to be very important. I think getting these political chiefs back. New Maryland seeks patriation. Okay, interesting. Don't want to create an agency. Oh, don't have factories for it. Okay. I was actually in real life earlier this week talking to some people. Brought up, I didn't bring up Paradox Interactive Games. Was might have been a little bit worried that, like, oh god, do they maybe know who I am? Act natural, don't change the subject. We're just stay cool about it. I'd also been drinking too, so that kind of puts you on higher alert, like don't slip up. Alright, reintroduce the political chiefs. Yeah. No. Hipponi Shootout. You're under arrest. Mr. Zerdin, you're under arrest on suspicion of treason against the Republic. Come out now or we will come in. Remember what you were fighting for, Coltagians. We defend our constitution. We fight to the Republic. The police sergeant grinned like, yahoo, get to gun them down. You know, smoke grenades and gunfire. Better armed than expected. Let's get out of here. Don't let the bandits escape for my sake. Screw that. What in the deep water were they doing? There's a dozen galloping shadows advancing at her. Were they charging? Gun them down now. Don't let them close into melee, fired a rifle at the Constitutionalist to enforce her order. It was enough to sap her colleagues out of it, and the rebels dropped one by one. She ordered a Zebra to get the fire department while the rest investigated the bodies. She looked down at the chief, but it was too late. His eyes were closed, and his body was still. She cursed and cursed until another officer snapped her out of it. Zerdin's here, Sergeant. Looks like they were out of ammo. Seems even the pencil pushers fight to the death now. Send a dispatch to Coltage. These are not just bandits anymore. What's the worst that could happen if your school pals know your hustle? Gotta keep your secret double life as an emblem VTuber a secret. He's probably one of these days I should look into how to do the VTuber thing, like have a little model in the corner. But I think I've said this before. Obviously, I don't want to like make the model a person, so because I don't want to, you know, show any sort of ethnicity. So then, of course, like this is kind of like how the process my brain went through. So I thought, oh, well, you know, I'll just be like an animal. There's VTubers who do that. And I thought, no, because then if I'm like a lion, because I probably want to be a lion, then we're going to go, oh, he's a furry. So, it's tough break. An emblem VTuber. But yeah, the worst that can happen, I do work for the university, so... you know, I've said not, you know, I don't always, I say strange things that people would maybe not understand on here. So there's me worried about being fired, and you know, I do want to feel a little Batman-ish, but I do kind of like keeping separate my life and my YouTube life, because yeah, this is a way to kind of get away from it. Even though I often will talk about my actual life here, but it's just it's a way to get away, you know. But also, let's face it, there's some fucking psychos in the Hearts of Iron 4 community. Make a stick figure with a massive rack, and then the head is the logo. Well, I think YouTube might have a problem with that. An artillery piece? Whoa, Jagga, whoa. Let me write that one down. Yeah, just like an artillery piece, and then freaking... Just like there's like a little half-ass drawn mouth on it or something. I think I once was thinking maybe do like an astronaut. You know, I have the helmet on, so that's the joke. So you still can't see my face. I'm just a suit. But I think we're gonna stop it there for today. You know, we're starting to deal with the rebels. I'm gonna stream more this weekend. Like there'll probably be short streams. Like tomorrow, I think I want to do 2 streams, but they might only be about an hour each. Speaking of Fire Emblem, I'd like to get back to Fire Emblem. I think that'll be Sunday. Let me try to pick back up in 3 houses and see where the hell I was and what's going on. I know we got through the time skip, but I don't think we've done a fight since the time skip started. So I need to figure out what direction I'm involving everybody in and stuff. But thank you very much for those of you who came to the return stream. Yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing. You know, we'll see how this goes. Me coming back slowly but surely. You know. Anyway, you all have yourselves a wonderful rest of your Friday. Take care.